Editing the XM here, just wanted to mention, the clip that is seeing in the background, it was my PC freezing up, not your video. Enjoy. Hello! I must say, this is the most batshit broken build I have ever touched or, like, had a hand in creating. I have no clue how this isn't known further, but this build hits so much damage, it just doesn't register it sometimes. Like, let that sink in. Thanks to a Dread Mirror, for one, we can stack a ridiculous amount of damage. I'm speaking on level cap, you can easily stack 500 plus million, which you then start charging. And the game isn't even made for this, so it starts turning into a scientific notation, which in itself makes basically no sense. I'm guessing you can charge this to well over 10 billion damage, and it just wouldn't register. It shot 2 or 3 of those at an enemy, with like each 3 to 6 billion damage accumulated. It just did 0 damage. The game couldn't handle it. Then again, with a little bit less damage, I shot this into a group of enemies, and my PC froze for a solid second. The sheer amount of damage I dealt. This is ridiculous. I have no clue how Garuda isn't talked about more, but this is more broken than anything else I have played so far. You should consider recreating this build. It is ridiculous. So without further egging you guys on, here is the mod config for my Garuda. I made with the help of my friend Inochidzuna. Honestly, we cooked. We frostbite for easy time shield gating, and I'm talking stupidly easy. Since, if you didn't know, per 3 gives you energy. So if you combine this with mold reconstruct, negative efficiency, and brief frostbite, you can just spam your 3, cast your 4 once, and repeat this on a loop. Not kidding. As you can see, I have no energy right now, but I can just cast this. Wow, I am max energy. This is fucking dumb. That's what it is. Dumb. It's an infinite energy loop. You can start with 0 energy and you will always be at max, as long as you pay attention. So we are strength and range stacking. That's the main focus of this. We want to reach as high of a raw as possible, so our bleed damage does as much as possible since we're playing Nagantaka as a main damage weapon. Though it mainly turned into just nuking a whole room with 2.1 billion damage balls. In the aura slot, pre-frostbite, like I said. Shield gating, you have an easy time staying alive. This build is immortal as long as you don't face enemy toxin weapons. That modifier is... I don't know why it's still in the game. It is horrible. DE should remove it. In the Exilus slot, Prime Sure-Footed. This is just a personal preference. You can put more strength here, or more range. Both work. Both are great choices. Blind Rage and Transient Fortitude for the strength. Stretch and Overextended for the range. Continuity for a bit of duration. Flow for the energy, so our energy cap is way higher. Bleeding Talents, this is great since it turns her 4 into just spam a tap cast everywhere. And Rolling Guard. And then Rolling Guard to have invulnerability periods. The status cleansing effect is useless since our 3 already does that. But this is mainly for the invulnerability if you fuck up your rotation or something, so you have some quick breathing time. Arcanes are not changeable. Mold Reconstruct is needed so we can counteract the health drain of the 3, and Mold Augmented to stack our strength even further, which is just ridiculous. Archon Shards, we are playing 2 casting speed shards and 3 strength shards. These aren't interchangeable. I would recommend getting at least 3 Tauforge Reds for maximum funny, but that is up to you. Our main damage weapon is Nagantaka, though this falls off at around level 5k, so just be warned. Though at that point, Garuda already one-shots everything. She one-shots demos, she one-shots enemies. The only thing she doesn't one-shot is Acolytes, but that's only because of their stupidly high damage attenuation. So yeah, Nagantaka, here is the mod setup for that. It is purely focused on slash damage. That's all there is to this. This gun does stupidly high slash damage, and just the burst fire itself, just stupid amount of damage. Primer, we are playing a Compressor and Architectron, as per usual. I never sway off of these two, really. These are the only 2 weapons I usually play in these slots, so they're just stupidly broken as well. As a companion, we are playing the Riga. This is the same setup I always use. Health Orb printing, priming menace. It's overall just great. I would recommend if you don't have the Riga, go get it. Hellstrom, built for viral radiation heat. So everything is primed to hell and back. It is quite nice. But yeah, I'm just gonna say this. You need to recreate this build. It is so much fun. This is just... It's more ridiculous than Colervo with Titron or like any hammer. It just goes beyond stupid. This thing is... I have no words for this. All I will say is this is the most fun I've had recording a build video so far, besides Nova. This tops it all. It isn't even that expensive for a ridiculous build. If you like my videos, then please like and sub. I would appreciate it. It helps boost me in the algorithm. That was all for me. Enjoy the rest of the clips, and peace out.